Narcissism and the silent treatment. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about the narcissist silent treatment, why a narcissist uses it, how it makes us feel, and what possibly caused them to use the silent treatment in the first place. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. The narcissist silent treatment is a very manipulative, passive-aggressive mind game, and it causes us psychological pain. There are a few types of silent treatments that a narcissist might use. The present silent treatment, the one where you're in your home with children or out with friends, out with family at a special occasion, and they will happily talk to everyone around you. The narcissist will seemingly be loving and happy and joyful with everyone around you. Yet they will not look at you, they will not talk with you, or they will not even acknowledge your presence. They will even talk about you to people, claiming how grumpy you are, how moody you are. The one where they will ignore you for 10 minutes to a few hours, a couple of days, a couple of weeks. They will ignore you for as long as that narcissist feels entitled to do so. And the one where they just completely disappear on you, where they seem to fall off the face of the planet and you just cannot get hold of them. You do not even know where they are, how they are, who they're with, if they're okay. Whichever they use, and if they use all three, they have the same effect on us. It is passive-aggressive manipulation. It's a method for a narcissist to use for whatever reason they choose to do it, as the reaction from us is more often than not the same. What the silent treatment does to us, you might find yourself ruminating repeatedly, asking yourself, what's wrong with them? What's wrong? What have I done? You might try and reach out to them, asking them what's wrong, what's happened, what have I done? Have I done something to upset you? And this is all giving the narcissist the attention they believe they're entitled to. The silent treatment can leave us feeling many things, such as self-doubt, pain, upset, confused, anxiety, frustration, panic, and even anger. Therefore, we might react to them and give them our attention by our reactions. We might try to talk to them. We might call them, email, text. We might also get in touch with their friends and family if they've ghosted us, to find out where they are, to find out if they are okay. We might end up ruminating continually, asking ourselves, what did I do? What happened? Was it me? Could I have done something differently? Did I do this? What didn't I do? We can end up going over everything, analysing everything we did, everything we said, and everything that happened on the lead up to the narcissist silent treatment. We overanalyse everything we did rather than question the narcissist's childish behaviour, who is having a tantrum because they are refusing to communicate with those who are willing to communicate with them. We question ourselves, wondering if we've hurt or upset them in some way. We are left looking for solutions, as we have object consistency, meaning we will care for them even if there is conflict, distance, or disagreements. We want to communicate with them, come to a mutual understanding. We want to help them, make it up to them. Many narcissists will use, my mother said, if you cannot say anything nice, say nothing at all. Which, as there is some truth to that, we accept it. However, it doesn't mean fall completely silent and manipulate another person. Saying this is a form of of triangulation for the narcissist to rationalise their somewhat irrational behaviour, as they often lack object consistency and they often lack in empathy, meaning if it's not about them, they don't care for us. We live in the hope we can resolve the situation and settle for those crumbs of hope, the crumbs of attention, the crumbs of excuses they make, as we are hoping the situation will lift so we can think straight as to what is happening to us, as we can end up actually providing them with suggestions of what we may have done wrong. We might keep apologising to them, not knowing what it is we're actually saying sorry for, hoping the painful silent treatment will end, trying to find any way we can to end the pain within our mind. Also, because of those times the narcissist offers those intermittent acts of reinforcement when they're being nice to us during the relationship, we end up questioning and doubting ourselves more by thinking, what if this is it? What if it's over? What will I do then? What did I do to cause this? Was it me? Was it them? This can cause us to panic. Our panic attacks can hit hard. We can then pick up our efforts to get them back as we're left trapped in fear, fawning to their behaviour to avoid those painful silences. Why does the narcissist use the silent treatment? Most narcissists know that the silent treatment gets them attention and their needs met, which drives them to do it all the more. Seeing people hurt, angry or confused when the narcissist hasn't got their own way in some way pleases the narcissist. They justify this within their mind. They rationalise this within their mind, believing that people deserve to feel hurt or angry or confused because the narcissist felt hurt in some way because they didn't get what they were entitled to. Us having an inability to see what's really happening gives the narcissist control, power and supply, helping with their beliefs that they are superior. They recognise that the silent treatment usually gives them further power and control over us. They know when we chase them for answers, they can use this in their smear campaigns against us by claiming that we're stalking them. As we're asking friends and family if they're okay, they can claim that we're obsessed with them. They twist the story to suit themselves. As they show those around them our missed calls, as we reach out to their friends and family, they'll be telling those that it's over and that we're crazy and obsessed with them. It's harsh, but a narcissist is merely enjoying and taking great pleasure in playing with our emotions, playing with our feelings. We don't mean anything to them unless we're providing something for them. We don't mean anything to them, not in the same way we think about others or what others mean to us as a person. We are just to supply to them, and when we're not supplying them with what they believe they're entitled to, they simply no longer care. They hold on to resentment and they seek to cause us pain. The narcissist enjoys the reactions they can get from us. They believe that they are superior to us. The more we react to them, the more in control of us they see themselves to be. To a narcissist, we are simply an extension of themselves or an appliance for them to pick up and put down when they need, turn on and off when it suits their need. We are just supply, a convenience when required. They have a complete disregard for our feelings, and their silent treatment is because we don't matter to them, yet we try and do anything to stop and break the silence, while all the time they are breaking us. By not recognising their silent treatment says more about who they are as a person and questioning ourselves as a person, we lose our respect for ourselves, our boundaries, our self-beliefs, our self-trust, and we slowly lose our identity. We are that caught up in trying to help them, trying to please them, trying to resolve the issue with them, trying to stop their silence. We fail to see the true meaning in the message they are giving us. They simply don't care for us, not in the same ways we do them, as we wouldn't want to hurt their feelings, but because of how they play all their gaslighting mind games so well, we don't see it for what it is. The narcissist manipulation is what it is. We end up questioning ourselves instead of thinking, if you want to be silent, be silent. Can I help you in some way? You don't want to talk to me? Okay, I shall go and live my life. When you want to communicate with me, let me know. We do all we can to try and make it up to them for things that we haven't even done to them. With a narcissist, they could merely be behaving like when they were children who were told they couldn't have that last piece of chocolate cake and sat sulking until the parent felt sorry for them and gave in. Most children with empathy towards others would grow out of this. The narcissist sees this as a power trip, and they see it as a form of control that they have over others to get their needs met. They love the attention and how they can use it to wrap people around their little finger. They do not know as a child the lesson they have just learned and how they will go on into adulthood using it when older to destroy others, to keep themselves on top. To realise what they are and why they do this can help you heal and move on from your self-doubt. What can you do when a narcissist falls silent on you? What you need to realise, see and believe is when the narcissist is using the silent treatment, it's nothing you've done. Just because you didn't cut the sandwich right or add enough mayo isn't a reason to give the silent treatment. Healthy people, genuine people that have emotions and empathy simply do not do this to people. Don't react to the narcissist. Don't reach out to the narcissist. Don't beg. Don't plead. Learn to enjoy their silence and see it for the game it is. If you really want to reach out, just ask them and ask them once only, how can I help you? More often than not, a narcissist isn't going to respond to this. You do not need to keep asking them because that's supplying with them attention. You've asked them how you can help them. If they don't want to communicate with you, that is on them. Leave them to their silence. If they want to be quiet, that's up to them. That is their entitlement. If they're going to get on with their life, you go and get on with your life. Do all the things that you enjoy doing. It is not your job to chase those who ignore you. Be careful with some narcissistic people. They will up their games when one is not working. So it might be wise to see the game for what it is and play along, depending on the narcissist you're dealing with, and only if you cannot go no contact. So if one of your parents is narcissistic and they are still with the healthy parent, it might be best to play along with the narcissistic parent to avoid any hassle for the healthy parent. It all depends on the situation you are living and what is in your best interest. If you have children with them, if the children have limited contact, it helps as the children don't get too used to the other parent. So when they don't meet the other parent's demands and get the silent treatment, it will not have such a significant effect on them because they will be used to having their own time, doing their own things, doing their own hobbies. They will be used to be reliant upon their selves and the things that they enjoy doing. And which is why it's always a great idea to have backup plans for children when they're supposed to see the narcissistic parent, especially if that narcissistic parent often fails to show on set days. Keeping your children's mind occupied with great fun activities and knowing that they have one person they can always count on. Remembering within yourself that they let the children down to get a rise out of you. They want your reaction so that they can use against you. Don't give the narcissist anything. Leave them to it and focus on being the parent you want your children to have yourself. When it comes to a narcissist silent treatment, recognise it for what it is: psychological manipulation, and they are seeking control, they are seeking attention. Don't give it to them. If you need to speak to them, just ask them if there's anything you can do to help them. If they're not willing to reply, leave them to it. If you don't need to speak to them, leave them to it. If they want to fall silent, let them be silent and go and live your life for you. Enjoy the peace, enjoy the quiet, go and do the hobbies that you enjoy doing for you. I shall add in the description the other video that I did on the narcissist and their silent treatment, why we need to stop explaining ourselves to narcissistic people, and how narcissists use your emotions against you. If anyone has any advice on how they handled the silent treatment, please add this into the comments, as you never know who's reading through that it might help. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.